Welcome to Math with Mrs. Cox. We're on Chapter 6, Lesson 3, page 391, the guided practice. In this lesson, we're going to learn to multiply decimals by whole numbers. There's two different ways. One way is to use repeated addition. Another way is to multiply with whole numbers and count the decimal places. And there's our upside down rainbows. They do it a little bit differently than how I do, and I prefer you do it my way with the upside down rainbow for each place value, just so you can count how many place values you have. So let's go ahead and dive into this. 4 times 3.62 means is that you're going to do repeated addition. So 3.62, 3.62. You get the idea. Then we're going to add them all together. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. 6 times, or 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 24. Carry the 2. Then we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So that's 12, 13, 14. So our repeated addition is 14.48. And as you can see, they just times 3.62 times 4. Remember, multiplication is just repeated addition with just fewer steps. And they decided that there are 2 decimal places. So then they can count 2 decimal places to give you this answer. Example 2. Estimate 3 times 1, because 3 times 0.96, 96, if you think about it, that's in money, that's like 96 cents. So that's very close to $1. So that's where we get 3 times 1. So we can estimate that our answer is around 3. So multiply with the whole numbers. So 3 times 6 is 18. Raise the 1, drop the 8. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 more is 28. Drop the 8, bring the 2. And 3 times 0 is 0. Bring down the 2. So our answer came out to be 2.88. And the product, the answer, is 2.88. And it was close to the estimate of 3. So we know that our answer is reasonable. Number 1. Multiply, check for reasonableness. 6 times 5 is 30. Drop the 0, bring the 3 up. And then 6 times 0 is 0. Bring the 3 down. Number 2. Let's race. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 times 2 is 8. 9, 10. 10.4. Join me on the next page. Multiply, check for reasonableness. So let's check it out. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And then we have 2 spaces before the decimal. So we're going to do 2 upside down rainbows. 2 spaces for the decimal. So that's where our decimal is going to go right there. All right, now we have 9 times 7 is 63. 7 times 5 is 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 7 times 1 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 decimal spots, 11.13. Number 5. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 3 is 21, 22, 23. Please make sure you're doing your upside down rainbow so I can see you are counting how many place values over that decimal needs to go. Number 6. I'm just going to bring the 2 down here. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 decimal place over. 1 decimal place over. 2.6. Bring the 3 over here. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 0 is 0. Bring the 1 down. 1 decimal place over. 1.5. Number 8. I'm going to bring the 9 right here. 8 times 9 is 72. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 7 is 16. 1 decimal spot over. So we have 16.2. Number 9. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 4 is 12, 13, 14. 3 times 0 is 0. Bring down the 1. 2 spots over, 2 spots over. 1.44. 4 times 8 is 32. 8 times 2 is 16, 17, 18, 19. 1 spot over, 19.2. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. And we're going to move it over 2 decimal spots. So our answer is going to be 0.08. Number 12. Bring the 5 right here. 5 times 6 is 30. Drop the 0, bring the 3 up. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 3 is 33. 5 times 0 is 0. Drop the 3. And I'm going to go over 2 decimal spots, 2 place value spots. So my answer is 3 and 3. Remember, I don't have to add extra 0 because it's just a placeholder. 67 times 4.3. Now, it doesn't matter which one you put on top and which one you put on bottom. We're going to ignore that decimal for now. So 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18, 19, 20. All right, we're going to do the next one. So we're going to do this section right here. Put a placeholder 0 there. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 6 is 24, 25, 26. Make sure you line everything up. 6, 7, 8, 2. And then, now this is where it gets tricky because there's our decimal right there. And I'm going to use a different color to show this. So we go over 1 spot. So then I'm going to go over 1 spot right here. So then my answer is 288.1, or 288 and 10 hundredths. 10 tenths. Get confused there. All right, here we go. We are going with 52 times 2.1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is 5. Now we're going to do this section. Do a 0 right there, and 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 5 is 10. Make sure you keep everything straight. Bring down the 2. 5 plus 4 is 9. Bring down the 10s. And we have 1 spot that we move over, so 1 spot's where we're going to move over. 109.2 tenths. Okay, we're going to do 0.8 times 9. 9 times 8 is 72. And then 9 times 0 is 0. Bring down the 7. And then we have 1 decimal spot, 1 decimal spot, 7.2. Number 16, we have 0.05 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Drop the 0, raise the 3. 6 will go in. 6 times 0 is 0. Bring down the 3. 6 times 0 is 0. Now we're going to go over 2 decimal spots. So then x equals 0.3 tenths. 1.48 times 7. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 7 times 1 is 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can move the decimal spot over 2. So then our answer is 10.36. Okay, check your answers. Mr. Thomas's car can travel 17.6 miles per gallon of gas. If his gas tank holds 11 gallons, how far can he travel on a full tank? All right, so we're going to do 17.6 times 11. Just ignore the decimal point for now. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Now we're going to do this section right here. Put a 0 right here. 1, I've got a 1 here. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Then I'm going to add them together. So 6 and 7 plus 6 is 13. 7, 8, 9, and 1. So we have a total of, oh, we got to add the decimal point. I'm going to do that in a different color. So there's one place value there, so one place value there. So our answer is going to be 193 miles and 6/10 of a mile. And we are measuring miles. Number 19. Tom and Sonia both mowed lawns last week. Tom mowed 5 lawns and charged that much per lawn. Sonia mowed 4 lawns but charged that much more per lawn than Tom. Who made the most money? Okay, kind of tricky. So we know 5. We're going to do 10.75. And this one's Tom's, and he mowed 5 lawns. 5 times 5 is 20. 5 times 7 is 35, 36, 37. And then we have 5 times 0, 0, bring down the 3. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 place values over, 2 place values over. So this one is Tom. All right, Sonia, she did a little bit more per lawn. So $10.75 plus 2.25. 5 plus 5 is 1. There's 10. Drop the 0, bring up the 1. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring down the decimal right there. And then 1 plus 2 is 3 and 13. So she earned $13 a lawn. Now we're going to take that $13 and times that by 4, because that's how many lawns she did. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. And there's 2 place values. We're going to go over 2 place values. So Sonia earned $52, but Tom earned $53. So who made the most money? So we're going to write Tom, and we're going to write his $53.75 is greater than, and then we're going to do Sonia, which is 52, and I'm just going to put her name down here. That proves to me that you understand who made the most money. And we are actually going to skip number 20, 21, and 22. All right, join me on your homework.